If you completely remove the head of a cockroach, it won't instantly die. In fact, it can just keep walking and surviving for weeks. For humans, severing the connection to the brain results in immediate system failure. We rely entirely on top-down control to function. But an insect's brain isn't the supreme commander of its body. It's really just one participant in a much larger, highly resilient network. This endurance is powered by a decentralized nervous system. This survival is the direct result of an architecture built on distributed mini-brains scattered throughout the body. These local centers don't need permission from a centralized head to keep the legs moving or the organs pumping. This diagram shows the core architecture, the central nervous system. Unlike a vertebrate spinal cord, the insect's main data highway, the ventral nerve cord, runs right along its belly. Strung along this main cable are distinct swollen clusters called ganglia, the independent mini-brains running the machine. The three largest clusters, the thoracic ganglia, sit right in the middle of the body. They act as dedicated control rooms for heavy mechanical output, wiring directly into the muscles to manage complex movements like walking and flying. Below those are the 8 abdominal ganglia. Each takes charge of a specific local zone, quietly regulating critical survival functions in the abdomen, like digestion, circulation, and breathing. Because these ganglia autonomously manage their own territories, severing the actual brain up top only disables local head functions, like the eyes and antennae. The rest of the body's local command centers are left perfectly intact and online. To understand how these independent hubs fire so quickly, we have to look inside a single ganglion at the cellular wiring. This illustration breaks down nerve cell structures. Most insect neurons are built like the diagram on the bottom left, the ununipolar neuron. It features a single projection. The branching dendrites act as antennas to receive input, while the long axon acts as the outbound electrical cable. This diagram shows how a single nerve cell multitasks. Notice the side branch, an axon collateral, splitting off the main shaft, allowing communication with multiple target areas simultaneously. Following the electrical impulse to the end, the main cable splinters into a dense web called terminal arborization. Here we see the synapse. It's the specialized junction where the electrical impulse hits a dead end and is converted into a chemical signal. Neurotransmitters are released to physically cross the gap and trigger a response in a muscle or another nerve. This rapid, localized chemical handover creates an extremely short reflex loop. A decentralized leg or wing can perceive a threat and react in milliseconds, bypassing the delay of sending a signal to a central brain. Beyond the main nerve cord, there is a secondary layer of control, a visceral nervous system that operates entirely on autopilot. This system independently manages the internal life support. It keeps the gut digesting, regulates the endocrine glands, and continuously fires the spiracles, the tiny breathing tubes, without any conscious input. And this system isn't locked in place. Evolution is actively modifying this layout. While grasshoppers have widely separated ganglia, advanced flies, listed here as Hyrdiptera, have essentially mashed their nodes together, fusing them into a single, highly compacted thoracic abdominal ganglion. By physically shortening the distance signals have to travel, these insects are continuously optimizing their internal networks into faster, hyper-efficient biological machines. Insects function as a network of autonomous units running in chemically synced harmony. It makes you wonder, if human biology worked this way, where in your body would you install a secondary mini-brain? Let me know in the comments. There is a vast alien complexity hiding just beneath the exoskeleton of the everyday pests we swat away. Subscribe to keep exploring the weird mechanics